Yahushai wait, come to take the throne. To conquer world powers, bring Jacob home. I'm quarterbacking like Jake DeLone. Like Mount Rushmore, I gotta face a stone.
First and foremost, I want to say, Kal Halal, Abinah Yahweh Ba'Hashem HaMashiach Yahushai. We're the Hebrew Israelites who come here week in and week out to tell you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that y'all the Israelites that the Bible speaks of to repent and keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand, man. Just so that way everyone's on board. Y'all see this all black Yukon XL right here? That's a Fed car. Like quite literally feds hopped out the whip, had a little gun in the back, and these three dudes across the street are part of it. Wired up. Probably on some tryptamine, man. But give me that, they lying in wait. Because they done peeped over here quite a few times. They either watching us or they waiting for somebody, but the other two cars of the caravan dip. You got that? Go ahead.
It's the Psalms 10 and 8.
Right.
He sitteth in the lurking place.
He what?
Sitteth in the lurking places of the villages.
Just like a lot of these cops do. They sit there, you know, got bait cars all over the place. They sit in undercover. Like when I was in Fort Worth just earlier this week. You missed it, man. There's as much cars as on this side right here. Your truck right here, guess what that was? A squad car. For SWAT. They had all these vehicles out here. All these utility looking vehicles, plain looking unmarked cars, right? They even tripped me out. They had a whole big utility van. And guess what was inside of it? A bunch of nerds on computers wiretapping the house and disrupting people's live feeds, man. And guess what it was for? A 16-year-old brother who wasn't in the house, thankfully. Like they had 2 SWAT vehicles, a new toy called the Rook, which they use for crowd control, and at least over 20 squad cars that were unmarked, all for a 16-year-old boy. They were doing what?
Sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places does he murder the innocent.
And that's what they were trying to do. Apparently they were trying to serve a felony warrant for a robbery. Last I checked, robbery is not murder. Why do you need 2 SWAT vehicles with at least 10 to 15 personnel in full-on military gear, modded out AR-15s for a non-violent crime for a 16-year-old boy living at his mama's house? Doesn't make any sense. Read on.
He murdered the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor.
And that's what he wanted. They wanted to murder that young man. Don't nobody have that much ammunition for one 16-year-old boy unless you plan to kill him. They knocked on the door. He didn't want to come out. When I finally got to the scene, what I saw was, Shatar, your car.
Write you a ticket.
Fuck. He tagged the plate.
Yeah,
but yeah, man.
I almost parked there. I did. For real.
But yeah, man. Let me tell you what was there. So when I was driving up, they had 2 SWAT cars behind this young brother's house, in the grass. It was car, fence, and then they had more personnel in his backyard, right? Then on the street, they had at least 30 police officers. They had 5 regular suited officers. Of course, they had bulletproof vests on. Then you had a tech personnel working the drone. You had Turk personnel in this big old van. And what's it called? And you also have personnel walking around in full-on riot gear looking like they're the military, man. For a 16-year-old boy. What kind of madness is that, man? They don't do that for no other nation. Where is that energy for Breonna Taylor? Where is that energy for George Floyd? Where is that energy? Where is that energy? It's dead on. Whatever. Oh,
plug it in.
That's why. Where's that energy for our fallen brethren, man? Breonna Taylor, man. Where's that energy at? Where is that same energy for the people that raped, robbed, and murdered our people, man? Where was it? Oh, you don't got it, right? Because it's your people. It's absolute ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous. Go back to Micah 3 and 1. But yeah, that was them. They lied and wait. And they wait for us, man. They wait for us so that way they can kill us at any point in time, man. That's what they want out here. They don't care if you're young. They don't care if you're old. They don't care if you're rich. They don't care if you're poor. They would love it if you were poor. There's nothing better to do for the so-called Edomite and these other heathen than to kill a poor black, Hispanic, and Native American so that way no one can care about it, man. That's what they love out here. You got Micah 3? Go ahead.
This is Micah chapter 3 from the top. And I said, here.
No, that's not it.
Oh, he already had the ticket. I almost parked there too when I first asked him.
My bad.
Two and one.
This is the book of Micah chapter 2 verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity.
Woe unto them that what?
Devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds.
And that's what they do, man. Our people do the same thing because it's learned behavior. But who do we learn it from? The same people that taught us these evils, that think it's okay to wake up in the morning, go on to dad's gun safe, get the nearest shotgun and a pistol, walk into the lunchroom cafeteria and start spraying up everybody, man. The same people that think it's cool to go wet up concerts. Same people that think it's cool to hop on a boat, come to a land that's not theirs, and kill the indigenous. That is the learned behavior, man. And these same people sit in these lurking places, just like these two weirdos over here that got out the car. I see you two agents. It smells like old death over there, man. Read on.
When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand.
So because that evil, that sin, that evil is in the power of their hand, they can do that. They can do all the wickedness they want. They wake up and they do that bright and early as much as they can, man. I guarantee you there's a lot of them that wake up in the morning, man, how am I going to get me a nigger today? How am I going to get it? They ask themselves that, man. They think about these things, man. They love it. They absolutely love it, man. They just can't wait to start hurting our people in any form or fashion, like these weird, disgusting people down at the border in these ICE camps, man. You think those children are having a good time? Those guards are waking up, devising evil against our people, man. On every aspect, they're doing it. Read on.
And they covet fields and take them by violence.
And they take us by violence, man. Read on.
In houses and take them away, so that they oppress a man in his house.
And that's what they did, man. They'll go to fields, they'll go to lands and take it. And take it. So that way they can oppress the same people, man. Hi, you waving? Well, since you're waving, can I ask you a question? Oh, okay. That's all right. All right. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you should be blowing kisses. That's this Corona thing's going around. Hey, I got you, but he's the one turning red, and he might feel some type of way about that. Read on.
So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage.
And that's what they've done. They've oppressed us to the point where they press this in the so-called Native and Hispanic man's own house, a.k.a. the lands of America, North, Central, and South. They done brought us over here and oppressed us with them, man. Even so much, we can't even claim our heritage. We're oppressed in that. The second that a black, Hispanic, or Native says the word Hebrew, says the word Israelite, and it's debuted for other people to see, they get canceled. They get that fire put to them. And either you gonna take that fire with a smile and keep it pushing, or you gonna backpedal like Nick, man. Which one is it? But it's these same evil people who are in these lurking places who wait for us, who just wait for just a split second where they can feel to be justified to kill us, man. That's how they feel. You got what I want, Nahum? Woe to the bloody city.
This is Nahum chapter 3 verse 1. Woe to the bloody city.
Woe to the bloody city. Woe to America, man. That's the bloody city. Read.
It is full of lies and robbery.
It is full of lies and robbery. And we know this for a fact. This is a land full of nothing but lies, man. Everything that you see up in here was not gotten legitimately. They had to rob, steal, and kill in order to get this place, man. Read.
The prey departeth not, the noise of a whip, and the noise of rattling of the wheels, and of the prancing horses, and of the jumping chariots.
So they come in with this noise, man, to do the great evils that they had. That's it. That's all I wanted on that, man. They're known for this, man. They're known for taking other people's lands, for lying and and waiting for the day and the time and the very second, so that way they can jump and kill on us, man, or even not even just kill us, to throw us in jail, inconvenience us and harass us at any point in time. Why? Because they're the evil, wicked people who wake up in the morning and they think about this. They think about it early in the morning, man. How am I gonna get me a nigga today? How am I gonna get me a spick today? How am I gonna get a savage today? They think about this, man. And they've been thinking about it for thousands of years, man. That's why they came up with that crafty council on how to get you niggas. And guess what? They did it. Why did they do it? It's because we didn't listen to God, man. That's why they're able to do what they do. Because our people as a collective did not listen to Yahweh. And they know this. You think that them watching us saying, dang, we can't touch them, and then the second that they touch it, they didn't put two and two together? These niggas not listening to their God. That's why I can put a sword through his neck. These niggas listening to God. I can't even go near him. What you got? You got it? Go ahead.
It's the book of Judah, chapter 5, verse 17. And whilst they sinned not, because before their God they prospered, because the God that hated iniquity was with them.
So when we don't sin and we keep these laws, statutes, commandments, the Most High is going to be with us, man. Get give me that. I want what is this? Is this what I'm thinking of? No. That's not. Hold that. But that's not what I'm looking. I'm looking for where it says, "Do not go to war against them, for I'm not with you." No, finish that. But you get that.
Verse 18. But when they departed from the way,
when we depart from the way, what happens?
The way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles.
We were destroyed in many battles, man. That's just like everybody wants to get. When we gonna go after the cracker? When we gonna get up and rise up and go get them, man? This ain't the time to do it, man. Hold what you got right there. I still want you to hold those. No, never mind. Finish that.
Very sore, and were led captive.
You got a question? Hey, how you doing? You got a question? Are we singing? Let me ask you something. Oh, no. You get what you're getting. I really have to ask this. Why is it that when you see a group of black men holding a microphone, do you think that we're singing?
Why not?
Why do you? Boys to men. So a black man with a microphone can only sing or rap, right? No? Did it?
Why are you looking at me?
Well, that's because everybody that's over here on this side, we're all of one mind. We already know what's going on here. But the simple fact is you walked up and you asked if we're singing. I'm on a loudspeaker. Huh?
I was ready for something.
You ready for something? I can give you something.
Give us something, Mark.
Come walk up real
Give
quick.
us something, Mark.
Let me give you something real quick. What's your ethnicity?
Are we playing games?
Well, I'm not playing games. I can't judge a person by how they look. So that's why I'm asking, what's your ethnicity? Predicated upon your father. You are this. What is this? Are you inebriated? Maybe you've been drinking a little bit? Huh? What we got going on, we're telling blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are God chosen people, and that the so-called white man is going into slavery. And after which they are done with their slavery, they will be eradicated from the face of the earth to exist no more. No. Did your people get put on slave ships and forced to work for over 400 years in this land called America? Really? So you're saying you're a so-called black, Hispanic, and Native? Irish! I love it when the people bring up the Irish. Did you know that the Irish had Haitians and slaves? Oh, no. Did not the Irish have the Haitian man in slavery? Again, are you inebriated? You look inebriated. I'm not gonna talk to you while you're inebriated. All I can tell you is this. Go ahead.
What you up here for? Who you want? Who you want up here?
That's my next question.
You probably want some ride or something. Who you want up here? Yeah, that's what you look like. Cause you white women are freaks.
That's right.
All I seen girls going wild. Y'all numbered a bunch of damn freaks. You a freak, right? You freak. You headed to a glory hole, right? Huh? You headed to a glory hole? Get the hell out of here, man. Give me Amos 1 and 11.
Nobody's listening.
Yeah, nobody listening to you either. Yeah. Go smoke your meth and have a nice day. The hell out of here.
Amos 1 and 11. Thus,
I know you smoke meth. You smoke meth, right? You smoke meth, don't you? Huh? Don't you smoke meth? Yeah, we cursing you out. Give me that in Matthew 26 and 76. Yeah, we cursing you out. That's what we do. That's what we do. That's what we do to so-called white women up here. The freaks on earth, man. I know what y'all do, man. I seen y'all on video. You said what? Yeah, we're gonna rip on you because you're none but a damn freak, man. The hell out of here.
I'd like to hear from him.
You ain't gonna hear from nobody but me. Alright? Get ready for slavery, you damn Irish. Alright, go ahead.
Matthew 26 and 72. And again, he denied him an oath. Okay. 74. Then began he to curse.
Well, drop it, she gone.
You see, that's what happens, man. When they want to come up and be ridiculous. That's why I asked her. Why is it that when a black... What's going on, King? I'm about to say, get this man a flyer. Who got the flyers? Who got the flyers? Get that flyer. Get a flyer to this man, man.
Oh yeah, give him a flyer.
Get both of them a flyer, man. Where was that at? What you have? What you got? What you got? We's at Nahum. On to the bloody... Oh yeah, Deuteronomy 1. Deuteronomy 1. Yeah, that's what I want. It's a lot. You got it? Go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 43.
Go ahead.
Salaki, let me start at verse 42 for some context. And the Lord said unto me, say unto them, go not up, neither fight, for I am not among you.
That is why we can't go up and fight right now, man. We can't just go up, take up arms against our enemies. We want to, but now's not the time for that. Give me hold what you got right there. I still want that, but give me that in Ecclesiastes 3. The time and the place for everything. But yeah, man, we now's not the time to go up and fight. The Most High is not with us right now. If that was the case, we wouldn't be getting killed every 28 hours, man. That wouldn't be the case. There wouldn't be drugs in our community. There wouldn't be these undercover cops in our communities waiting to bust the door down to go kill a 16-year-old boy over a robbery, man. There would not be these Edomite she-devils walk up to so-called black, Hispanic, and Native men, and just because I have a microphone, ask what y'all singing. I know damn well this speaker is loud enough for you to know that I am not singing a damn thing up here, man. I'm not. You got what I want? No, go ahead.
Book of Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. To everything there is a season, and to a time, to every purpose.
What's going on, brother? Why, you don't want the flyer, brother? Hey, y'all look up that information, man. It's about you. Y'all the Israelites, God's chosen people. Repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand, man. Read that again.
To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven.
Drop down to 3.
Verse 3, a time to kill.
There's a time to kill, read.
And a time to heal.
And there's a time to heal. Right now, we're trying to heal our people, man. This is not the time to kill. We're trying to heal our people. Read on.
Come here.
A time to break down, and a time to build up.
A time to break down and a time to build up. Go down to the war.
Verse 8, a time to love.
A time to love. Right now, this is a time to love. Not love our enemy, a time to love each other. We're in the spirit of hating our own selves, man. We need to come back to loving each other. Read.
And a time to hate.
And there's also a time to hate. We need to love ourselves and hate those who hate us. Read on.
A time of war.
There's a what?
Time of war.
There is a time for war. For all of our people that want to just take up arms and go against the United States government, understand, there's a time for war. This is not the time for war. Read.
And a time of peace.
And there's a time of peace. Granted, this ain't a peaceful time for us either. That's going to come after we war with these other nations. And when we win by the power and spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. That is when that's going to be applicable. But that is not right now. We need to get ourselves right in this moment. This is the time where we need to love each other, to heal one another. Give me, you said what you got what I want, the weapons of warfare? Get that.
2 Corinthians 10 and 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
Weapons of our warfare are not carnal. Read on.
But mighty through Yahweh to pulling down of strongholds.
We're fighting a spiritual warfare right now, man. How like we give the analogy all the time. How can you go and try and fix somebody else's house before you fix your own, man? Because in the house you got a busted pipe, foundation's cracked, you got holes in your walls, you got some busted out windows, your faucet ain't running right, your damn water heater's busted. You need to fix that. We need to fix these things internally. It can look all good on the outside, you cut your grass, you know what I'm saying, but on the inside it's absolute shit. We have to fix our house on the inside before we go out and try and make war with these other nations. It's not the time for that. It's the time to heal and to build up one another and love one another and hate those that hate us, man. That's what time is for. What you got?
Going into another reason why we can't go to war with these other nations right now, being in captivity, being surrounded in right? Yeah, pretty much. Going into the reason, like another reason we can't go to war with these other nations right now while we're in captivity, being that we're surrounded by all types of uncleanness and we're always unclean, right? Right. And that being something that the Most High, like if we had in our camp, pretty much our army when we went to war, he would pretty much we wouldn't be able to succeed because that would be another reason he wouldn't be among us, right? But this is Deuteronomy 23 and verse 12. It says, "Thou shalt have." It says, verse 14, "For the Lord thy God walketh in the midst of thy camp to deliver thee, and to give up thine enemies before thee. Therefore shall thy camp be holy, that he see no unclean thing in thee, and turn away from thee," right? So right now, we're not really in that ceremonially clean state to be even able to wage war with these other nations right now and be successful because we're in captivity surrounded by uncleanness.
Absolutely.
That's why we gotta.
What's going on, bro? You good? I didn't say you couldn't. Hold on, man. What's going on? You want to hear the word of God?
I love Jesus.
You love Jesus? Is that Jesus?
No, that's a bad motherfucker.
No, I'm asking, is that Jesus?
No, it's the world music.
World music?
I say my prayers every morning, homeboy.
Are you inebriated?
I'm a good person.
No, I didn't ask you that. I asked you if you're inebriated. Have you had a drink or two, or any type of substance? You have. Okay. Somebody give this brother a flyer. I can't deal with you while inebriated. Take that flyer. All right, never mind. You don't. All right, just take the flyer and look up the information, man. Repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. All right.
Hey, I believe in the good Lord.
All right.
I don't believe in man because man just precious.
Hey, come here real quick, bro. The reason I didn't give you a hug like that is because I got to be careful about. You got to stay from the appearance of evil, brother.
That's right.
All right. Hugging out there, somebody might. All right. These niggas is promoting gay.
Hold on,
Man, you just made me mad.
Oh my God. All right, man. All right, man. But
yeah, pretty much. And that's the reason, being that our camp is unclean right now, that's the whole reason we have to come into the new covenant and be made clean in our own land before we actually really go to war with these other nations and we're able to whoop their ass the way we're supposed to.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You got Joel? No. Just what he's talking about. Joel 3, start from the top. Before you get read that again and then go to it.
I'm feeding them that nasty talk.
But yeah, man. Let's bring that point back out, man. Like you were saying, we not gonna be unclean and then go fight our enemy. We need the Most High to be with us if we want to succeed, man. Bring that out again.
Joel chapter 10 verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare.
1 Corinthians 10 verse 4.
It's a lot. 2 Corinthians 10 and 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
So the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. Are we saying not to have guns? No. Yahushua said, sell your purse and get a sword, man. Understand that. Read on.
But mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds.
But our warfare right now is spiritual. That's why you have the prophets come out today and tear down these strongholds that are around our people. Now give me that in Joel 3. What you got? Go ahead.
This is Exodus 14 and 14. The Lord shall fight for you.
The what?
The Lord shall fight for you.
How is going to fight for us? Does it on that? Go ahead.
And you shall hold your peace.
And we will hold our peace, man. All we gotta do is let Yahweh fight for us. That's all we ever had to do. That is the greatest living power that there just is. But guess what? We decided to disobey him, therefore we don't have that power with us right now. Until we get right, man.
Right here. It says in Romans 12 and 19, dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord.
The vengeance is Yahweh's, man. So you let him have his vengeance, all right? Now I'll give you that in Joel. Start at the top.
Joel chapter 3 verse 1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem.
So when our captivity comes to the end, talking about when we're going to be warring with these nations, read.
I will also gather all nations and bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations, and parted my land. And they have cast lots for my people, and had given a boy for a harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon?
That's all I wanted on that. But yeah, man, that's gonna be that war at the end, man. What you got? What you got? Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 66 and verse 16. For by fire and by his sword,
by fire and by the sword, what's he gonna do?
Will the Lord plead with all flesh?
He's gonna plead with all flesh. Read on.
And the slain of the Lord shall be many.
And the slain of Yahweh is gonna be many, man. Drop down to verse, I believe, 9. Yeah, give me that.
This is Joel chapter 3 verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles.
So we're gonna go proclaim this amongst the Gentiles, amongst all these heathen in Babylon the Great, aka America. What are we proclaiming?
Prepare war.
Do what?
Prepare war.
Prepare war. Right now we're preparing spiritual warfare. That's the kind of warfare we're casting out right now. Prepare war and do what?
Wake up the mighty men.
And we're here to wake up the mighty men, man. You blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's what we out here to do. Read on.
Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up.
And we gotta let them come up, man. So right now our warfare is spiritual. We're here to wake up the mighty men. That's what we out here doing, man. Once we get out of this, and then we get put into those glorious bodies, Lord willing, we are the men that make it. Then we're gonna have war with them in the valley of Jehoshaphat. Now drop down to the next verse. This is what's gonna happen when we have real warfare. Go on.
Verse 10. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong.
Let the weak say, I am strong, man. That y'all are gonna say that y'all are strong out here, man. Those of us that think they're weak, we're called weak. We're gonna say that we're strong. Hold what you got. Read on.
Let the heathen be awakened and come up. And come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Multitudes in the valley of decision. For the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision.
And it's nigher than where we believe, man. That's why we need to come back to the laws of our God. Make sure that we are those mighty men that are selected, man. Make sure that we are among the elect, the 1/3 of the 144,000, man. We don't know for certain, but we need to at least try and make our calling for election sure, man. What you got?
Talking about those that are in that day, saying pretty much make their plowshares and the swords, right? And pretty much going into how they're going to say that the weak are going to say that they are strong, right? In that day it says in Zechariah chapter 12 and 8, and in that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David.
We're going the weak and meek of our people are going to be mighty as David was. Read on.
And the house of David shall be as God, as the angel of the Lord before them.
And that's how it's going to be, man. We're going to have the strength of angels, man. We're really going to live up to that name, Yasharallah. Go ahead.
And it shall come to pass in that day that I will seek to destroy all the nations that come against Jerusalem.
And he's going to destroy all those nations that come up against us, man. They're going to be our slaves. And then, of course, the most vile of those heathen will be eradicated from the face of this earth, thus saith Yahweh, man. But with that, I want to say, Call halal, Abanawa Yahweh, Ba'Shem Mashiach Yahweh Shai, Wa Mawatla Babal.